Oh, hey, hi, hello. We're here. Uh, uh, guys, thank you so much for coming and hanging out for our show finale. Um, it is going to be a interesting time to say the least. I do not know where my dice box is. Everything is breaking around me. Life is pain. Because it is the last time we will do this for these characters. We will go around the table and introduce who we are playing as. Starting with Denver.
We're starting over here today.
Am I being punished for
Yeah.
being late?
Yeah, exactly.
Hello?
We told you that, Travis, you were being canceled this week. You're just sitting here and watching.
Oh, okay.
You thought it was a meme.
Travis, turn in your Dyson badge.
Turn in your Starfinder badge.
The whole system's corrupt.
I'm taking all of you down.
This is why we don't start with Denver, by the way.
What do you mean? This is why we don't start with Denver.
We gotta give them time to get into the accent.
100%. Turd. Hey, what's going on? Denver on the ship's pilot, operative, drow, non-binary, but hey, I'm cool as shit. So everybody who's like, hey, what the hell? I'm saying hey a lot because that's how I get into the characters. I understand the one word and then I have to go into everything else. But I fly. I'm decently attractive. I'm pretty okay at combat, but not so much. Really, I just built to fly. So that's what I do. Cool. That's me. Hey, Denver.
Well put. Next up, we have Zura.
That is me. I have been Zerat for the duration of this campaign.
No longer.
A Sheeran mystic, magic officer on the ship, and while off the ship, I heal you, I hurt them, I take away anything that makes you feel not pleasant. I've gotten a lot of kids too. I
I've
probably
gotten a
should've
lot of
told 'em where I
kids.
was going.
Um,
Yikes.
sounds like you're a magic officer on and off the ship, if you really think about it.
Yeah.
Next up is Domino.
I'm Domino, Vesk Vanguard, Chief Mate, and yeah, I'll probably die trying to kill myself.
Oh, I see. I get it because you're also literally fighting Domino. I get
Yeah,
it now.
There it is. This took a second.
It took a second. I was like, wait a second. Hold on. What do you mean? Otto.
Motto. I'm the sniper as of right now, the bomb expert, and the engineer. And I hope this ends with a bang.
Well put. And last but not least, we have Arnold, the grounded one.
Last but least, I'm Arnold. I'm an Amaranthid nanocyte. The gladiator background, I am the captain of this here crew, and one of the main reasons we are way off mission and just fighting in our own ship for funsies. So I'm irresponsible. As you could tell, I was late to this session, so I am irresponsible both in and out of game.
It's very fitting. It's very fitting. As a recap of where we were last time, a order was sent out to a good majority of Starfinder Society as your mission was to send these Vesk back to where they came from. A multitude of other ships were sent out with you, as well as your wingmen and the other ship. And as the battle ensued, everything went according to plan until one single ship decided to come out of Empress Kali's warship, being flown by none other than Domino from a different universe. Once that ship departed from Empress Kali's warship, all plan and reason went to the wind as they decided this is our second chance to take out this domino. Combat ensued, and as you guys were fighting amongst really just yourself and the domino ship, as the battle ensued around you, you guys got hit with a rather large nuclear blast from Domino's ship, knocking out a good portion of your shields and doing quite significant hull damage to you guys as well. As you guys were attempting to fly by and aim, take a shot, Domino sent out a anchoring shot towards you guys and began to board. Shortly after, Domino was able to get onto your guys' ship with two watery individuals. As they boarded, immediately combat ensued. You guys were able to go ahead and get quite a bit of damage going on between the different entities aboard the ship, except for the enemy Domino, which seems to be quite hardy. But thanks to wireless hacking, Otto was able to rig the Dashko that Domino was using to explode on the next use. As this combat is ensuing, Denver's holding the plane steady. It is still bound to Domino's ship, and they are able to see and hear the space combat outside as just ships are exploding around them. Your wingman of ship reached out asking if everything was fine or if you guys were needing an issue, and Denver's like, give us like 10, 20 seconds. We'll be fine. And they are waiting an X amount of time before deciding to enact upon what is happening. But we come back mid-combat at the top of the round. And that is going to be, if I can find the correct sticky note. I found...
Who's at the top of the round?
I was having trouble finding the correct sticky note. Top of the round is Water Elemental. It is going to take an attack at you, or a full attack at you, Domino. And if I remember, you have your shield up, but positioned towards Domino. Is that correct?
It only lasts for 1 round.
Oh, okay.
And I think it's been 3 rounds.
Overall?
I
Yes.
did that,
Yeah.
I did that on the first round.
I
So.
couldn't remember how long that lasted, or if it was...
And
until
actually,
it was-
I need to write this down because last round I think I activated my adaptive fighting feat. That
did.
only lasts for 1 minute, so 10 rounds.
Gotcha.
Keep track.
Hey, thanks. I'm sure.
How sure are
That a 17 EAC does not hit, or KAC doesn't hit you.
No.
Like I said, I'm sure. All right, how about a 32?
That'll hit.
Okay.
That'll hit something. Would you do a full attack?
Yeah, full attack.
Full attack. Hit me.
14 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Nice.
Mm?
That is not an entry point. I need 16 damage for an entry point.
Sorry.
These guys aren't hitting me hard enough.
Just take more damage. Use your reaction to take more damage.
I will use. Let me double check. I haven't had a chance to use this yet.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll use an entry point to deal an amount of damage equal to my Vanguard level to that creature.
Cool.
Yep. So 8 damage to you, sir.
I'll
As this
take it.
water elemental slaps me with some water, I slap him right back with some entropy.
Just bow. Right in the kisser.
Fuck off. I've got one target in mind.
All right. Next, I forgot you guys did not roll super, super hot for this initiative. The other domino is going. And is going to take a swing at you, Domino.
Do it.
It is flanking.
I'm immune to flanking, aren't I?
I don't
Let me
think so.
double check. I think I
Seems
get
good.
immune to
Seems good.
flanking at level 7
Oh,
or
I
8.
think you're right. I think he just got that, actually.
I know I'm immune to prone.
Mm-hmm.
Uncanny agility, I'm immune to flat-footed. And my opponent doesn't gain any bonuses to attack against me from flanking
Oh,
or prone.
well, ain't that a load of awesomeness?
I've got eyes everywhere.
Ooh, that is still going to hit nonetheless, though. A full attack. And that is a critical.
Oh, that's an entry point.
Yeah, it is. I'm assuming a what is
My
that?
CAC is not high.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 45.
Yeah, it's double my AC.
I figured as much. Okay, cool. Well, that dice is gone forever. That is going to be 38 fire damage to you.
That's an entry point.
Yeah, it is. Otto, can you describe what that ability does? I know does it just blow up and do a grenade worth of at that level for the weapon?
Yes. So it's a normal. Am I muted? Am I good? No. Yeah, it's a normal fragmentation grenade. But it's the level of his weapon. He does not get to roll dodge at all. He takes just straight damage. Everyone around him gets a chance to
Dodge. Okay. Let me pull up the stats.
I'm going to go ahead and
grenade.
have him also take 8 points of damage for an entry point.
Oh, you're hacking? Okay. I'll get it.
Yep. As he slaps it with his exploding Dashko, I slap him back with some more entropy.
Just stab it. Get some help. Where is this? This is him. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this.
The damage type for those reactionary damage is bludgeoning and acid, by the way, if it matters.
Okay, cool. It does not for this individual. And then I'm assuming that if a grenade does not exist for that level, that it's just the closest one.
What are we trying to find?
It's the what's that ability, JJ?
It's called Overload Weapon. Let me get the exact. Where's it at? Where did I keep it?
Because there's a grenade of every level.
For a fragmentation?
Probably not.
Because it goes to,
Frag.
yeah, it's literally just a fragmentation grenade of that level, which they go 1, 4, 8, 10, 14, 16, 18, 20.
Right.
But there is one that is close, so we will go with that one.
Yeah, it's called Overload Weapon. One resolve either position.
Are these my Shadowrun dice?
If it were, you can use this weapon as if it were a grenade of the weapon's item level or lower, dealing the weapon's normal damage type. Yeah, so it's that level, and then if there's no fragmentation or like high explosion, it's just the next one that you can find.
Okay.
Low, down.
Yeah.
Down.
All right.
Well, no, I think it uses the weapon's damage.
A grenade of that level, right?
It just says it explodes as a grenade would.
Weapons, item level, or
You
lower
can,
dealing weapons.
if you overload your own weapon,
No,
you
no,
can use it
it's-
as a.
No. It uses the weapon's damage type. It's still fragmentation. It's still like an explosion, but it uses that type. Explodes as if a grenade would instead. Center of the so it still explodes and it still does damage like a fragmentation. But if it's like a plasma or laser weapon, it will do that instead of it'll be a plasma or like a laser
Or a
damage
cryo.
type. Yeah, like a cryo type explosion.
It says item level or lower.
Okay.
So round out or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. And the blast radius on a grenade is 20 feet. So anyone within 20 feet.
It says 10 feet on the overload weapon.
Oh, okay. No, that's good. You're good. You're good. I did just see that. Okay, anyone within 10 feet of
All of us.
Domino. So yes, everyone besides Otto. And not Denver. Denver, you are not within 10 feet.
I was gonna say.
Reflex save.
Yes, reflex save.
13.
I think I'll allow it.
Love it.
Trying to decide if I wanted to dampen it or not. But I think this hurts them more than it hurts us.
19.
Oh, 1 second. Sorry.
11.
I'm gonna fight all of you. Arnold, you said you got a 19.
Correct.
Domino, you said you got an 11.
E.
Zerat?
13.
Okay.
I've got 3 stamina left. Once I get into my health, you've activated my trap card.
Oh no. Um,
So how insane is it that I'm still in my stamina?
yeah, it's disgusting. Where's the DC for grenades?
It's based off of Dex.
Right. But like it says like you could save for half damage, but I didn't know what it doesn't show what the DC it would be equal to.
It is 10 plus half the grenade's item level plus your Dex modifier. If they have any penalty to their attack, which they don't,
Okay.
that also applies to the DC.
Arnold, you're the only one that succeeded.
Let's go.
The rest of you take 45 fire damage.
Say that again?
45 fire damage as a
What?
level
Would you like to dampen
as,
that?
as a level 15 grenade just goes off next to everyone.
You rounded
Yeah.
down on that, right?
Yeah, I did round down on that to the level 14 grenade.
What does my health look like?
I mean, you're fine. You didn't take any
I
damage.
am, but I'm sure I just did like a comparison.
Let me see if I can dampen this retroactively.
I'm still in the
I'm-
stamina. I'm fine.
I'm gonna put it out there. If this grenade is what kills at least or like knocks out maybe like 1 or 2 people, I'm flying us into the sun.
Whoever has the ship, I'm assuming Denver, you have the ship pulled up. The stats.
Yes, I do.
Go ahead and take 45 points of hull damage, please, because that is a
Oh
grenade
my
going
God.
off inside of your hull.
Our ship is gonna explode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That's not great for us.
We'll use this other
I-
ship to just kind of tow us.
I don't have access to being able to
To edit
edit
it?
this ship. I just have stats and stuff. So
I'll open it.
sorry,
Well,
I
I'm
tried.
definitely into health now.
Let's see here. Let's look at Domino. Domino is also now into health.
All in favor of flying into the sun.
Evil Domino?
Yeah, Evil Domino is now also.
I guess it's
To be
not all
honest
bad.
with you, didn't think this man would have double-digit level weapons.
Yeah,
Didn't even-
I would have
didn't
dampened that
consider.
if I.
A general of the Vesk army? Don't think so.
Well, I figured it was scaled to at least somewhere near our level. I didn't think 15.
I also
Well-
didn't think you guys would go hand-to-hand combat with Domino.
He
On the
brought
right-
hand-to-hand combat to us.
I'm just gonna say if there's a straight line,
How much damage was that?
Between-
45.
45.
there's a straight line between me and
left on our ship.
You're all missing the silver lining where Domino doesn't have a weapon anymore.
Yeah, he had
but
it.
Vesks have claws.
Is he a
And
vanguard?
I have whips. I got this.
What?
Is he a vanguard?
We haven't seen him do any sort of entropy.
If he's a vanguard, he doesn't need a weapon.
If he's a vanguard, I think we're all boned. He's gonna
No.
entropy the ship apart.
For the record, I don't have natural weapons as a Vesk. If he's
Just-
the same biology as me,
I want
he
everybody. I
doesn't-
just want to remind everybody that
have
you
natural
are the ones
weapons.
that told me to allow this to happen. And now we're whistling a different tune. Okay?
I would like to go on record and say I tried to leave.
Denver, from behind you, you hear a loud explosion from the bay.
Is there like a line of sight back through the back door of the bridge to any of this?
There is, if it wasn't currently have in the process of having smoke sort of just dissipate. But
Damn.
by the time it gets to your turn, it will have dissipated. It's
Okay.
not
I'm
that
gonna
big.
go ahead and use an entropy point to have him take another 8 points of damage.
Okay, cool, neat.
We'll get him down eventually.
If it can bleed.
Over the comms, all you hear is just Denver from the front. All right, I don't like that explosion. There's a bunch of smoke, but if you can get other Domino in front of the door, I can make that guy bleed real good. All right, so just
All right.
help me help you, y'all.
Good grenade. Dig it.
It's like you're congratulating yourself, Bruce.
I didn't.
Ah, yeah, great
I
grenade.
didn't do
love
it.
love
I didn't do. I wasn't the one that made weapons explode.
Hey, I'm
Yeah,
sorry
you were,
I wanted to
technically.
leave the finale boring as fuck.
I thought a big Armada space battle was gonna be enough excitement for you guys.
GMX surprised when a player does something that's not rules as written, and then that turns around and bites us in the ass.
Surprise.
Not
Cool.
rules is written. That's what it says.
Yeah.
You can't use wireless on that. You have to be touching the weapon. Isn't that what it says?
Not with wireless
have-
hacking.
I have
Wireless
wireless
hacking
hacking.
allows you to.
Wireless hacking allows you to wirelessly hack. This isn't a hack.
I hacked his gun. What do you mean? Yes, I did.
Hacking requires a skill roll. You used an ability.
This all sounds like last session conversations.
You're
At
not
this point,
wrong.
I took a bunch of damage, so.
I mean,
Oh, I
you know
mean
what?
these
I can see
also.
we should do- I
disappear.
could just roll. I mean, we would have just rolled computers and then be like, all right, it worked. Now you can do it.
Oh,
hey, they're gone.
yeah. Water elemental surprisingly did not have enough health to withstand that attack.
Just
Um,
burst into steam.
Exactly. Just neat. Otto, you're up. And from a distance, you see Domino just swing towards Domino, makes contact, and then just the weapon just sort of shatters.
I will move here so I can get a better line of sight. I'll miss Denver from there, right? Should I move again?
Denver is
I'm not
not
even
on
there.
the ship, but yeah, you'll miss Arnold.
Wait, who's this?
Wait,
must
Denver's
have-
not on the ship? Who's
Yeah,
flying?
Denver's not on
I
it.
left.
Denver took the escape pod and said, "Bye."
y'all putting y'all blowing up grenades inside the ship. That sounds like a bad time. If you make it back to the station, let me know. Good luck.
I need Denver, since you're preoccupied. Go ahead and roll a percentile for me. Actually,
Oh Lord.
I forgot
take a
about
shot.
cargo that you were carrying.
Oh no!
Hey, it's been a real quick episode.
Nice.
I turned into a podcast real quick.
Right.
I
What was
got a
that?
dirty 20 for
Okay.
KAC on Evil Denver, Evil Domino.
KC.
Evil Denver sounds hot.
It's
Isn't it just
Utah.
Denver?
That hits.
17 damage.
You see some entropic energy sort of come in front of the bullet and sort of lessen the bullet as it hits.
All right, and I rolled a 90.
Okay,
Good.
cool. Perfect.
I don't.
It means
I don't know
the
if
ship miraculously heals itself.
Exactly.
I don't know if higher is better in this situation, or if it's like you rolled 100. Congratulations, everyone's dead.
Yes.
Next up, we have.
Think me.
Yeah, you. Thank you.
Couldn't be. Then who? I'm gonna move just as
Sure,
far
it is.
away as I can from this mess.
Yep.
Sure, I had his hand in the cookie jar.
No.
And I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to mind thrust.
Ooh.
This guy. So he must make a will saving throw.
Oh, he's really good at those.
Yeah, it is a mind.
It is a mind-altering effect.
Wouldn't you know? Or mind affecting, should say.
Oh, that is a total of 6.
Nice. He fails, so he takes
Sick.
the full damage. "27 points of psychic damage."
Dang, girl. 27? That seems illegal.
Yeah, a little bit. Only half of the 45 that was just dealt to all of us.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
Okie dokie. Next up is.
Actually, if reaction, I'm gonna just yell, "Careful of the payload!"
You're gonna yell that at people's brains. Arnold, you're up.
Right. Let's just fucking keep chipping away at Domino here. The evil variety. To clarify.
Twisted.
The old dick twist. Oh, I can't do this in MMA fight.
With the whip.
All right. Snap whip.
Yep.
27 to hit.
Ooh, that'll absolutely hit.
Let's go. All right.
Travis brought his real dice this time.
Apparently.
Apparently, I've never been on television before.
Apparently. Class features.
Nope.
Let's go with hungry nanites.
Okay. I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, we're pulling out all the stops here. I'm going to take my reaction to cause the creature to gain the bleeding effect.
Oh.
1d6. Fortitude negates. So I have a pretty decent understanding that this is going to get negated, but we're going to give it a go.
Yeah, sure. 29.
I don't know what my DC would be. It just says fortitude negates.
Probably not 29.
Should say it in the
Yeah.
upper right corner. Probably 20, or it's probably 19.
Right
Ish.
corner of my quick. Oh, yeah. Skill. Save DC 18. Yeah, okay. All right.
Unfortunately,
you save.
negates.
You are not bleeding.
Yes.
However, you do this evil variety of domino does take 15 points of damage.
Beautiful. You guys are really doing the thing here. He does not care for it. Domino, you're up.
I think it was his own grenade that did the most damage. We need to kill this person. Before and I don't know if I pop a potion right now, it's really gonna help me.
Don't worry about it. I'll take care of you.
Your lover will
Yeah,
take
but-
care of you once again.
But doesn't Domino go before you?
Yeah. I'll give you back your life.
All right. I'll raise my shield against Domino once more with the
Okay.
move action.
It's been raised.
And I'll do a bull rush.
A bull rush.
Oh, rush.
Do a bull rush. And that bull rush will be with my Juggernaut boosters, my shield, and my improved bull rush. And I think that gives me a +8 to my attack.
Yep. And bull rush is 8 plus KC, right?
EAC for
EAC.
me.
Oh, that's right. I forgot because Vanguards.
Mean guards. All right, yeah. I got +2 from my Juggernaut boosters. Where's my right shield? I just want to double check all that. Right shield is also +2. Yeah, I got improved combat maneuver, which is +4.
Perfect.
18 on the dice.
Oh!
+8 would be 26. Plus 13 would be 39.
That will succeed.
Boom. All right. So you move back 5 feet, and I think it's an extra 5 feet because of the Juggernaut boosters.
Yes, it is.
And how much did I exceed your EAC +5? Was it more than 5?
Yes, it was.
You move an additional 5 feet back
Okay.
per 5. And as you move out of my threat space, I'm going to do an attack of opportunity.
He's also going to take an attack of opportunity.
I didn't leave his space.
No, but he didn't Oh, I guess okay, so
You left my space.
so it's that it doesn't work both ways.
No.
Duly noted.
That's a 17 on that attack of opportunity for a 30 EAC.
That will hit.
That is. Oh boy. I rolled a 1 and a 4,
Good damage, good damage.
but I can use an entropic point, yes,
Yes, yes.
to reroll that 1. So I was using Estus for this one, but I'm going to reroll with a real dice. That's a 4, so that's 8 points. But I'm in my HP,
Oh,
so that's going to actually be. I rolled the wrong dice anyway. I need to reroll 1d6. But since I'm in my HP, it turns into a 1d8.
I've activated your trap card.
When I reroll damage dice when I have no stamina points left, I upgrade the dice. That was a 1.
Nice.
So
Huge upgrade.
Massive
18.
upgrade. 18. He will use no.
Spare the dying.
No, but he will reduce the damage. Okay. That is a pretty effective turn right there.
come at me.
I need you to make a will save. It is mind affecting.
16 plus 2 is 18. So now I'm rolling a higher than 10. That was a 14 on the dice. 14, a 17, and an 18 so far.
But who's
Not
counting?
not counting the damage dice. Fuck those guys, right?
Yeah.
1 and a 4.
You take 14 points of psychic damage. Half.
I'm down to 6 health.
As you get another splitting headache. Denver, roll perception real quick for me.
Whoa. 29.
29. In front of you, you see a crack open up and sort of begin to splinter across, starting to grow.
Is this out in space or
Yeah,
like in our
space,
windshield?
In space, like on the other
Okay.
side. Yeah, and
Good clarification. Good clarification.
Yeah, good call. No, and in space, a familiar dimensional crack is beginning to form in front of you, and then almost like it's shattering, was what it looks like.
Time, if you will.
Yeah,
By
exactly.
the way, I don't know if Arnold wants to take an opportunity there.
Oh,
I
Arnold,
think
you
it-
could, if yeah, as a reaction.
My ability that I tried to use that.
Oh,
was
the
a
bleed
reaction,
was the
unfortunately,
reaction.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, you're grounded.
already grounded.
That's true.
What do you room?
Cool. Sorry, I need to go back to this space, the final frontier. Do some moving and some shooting.
Pew, 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 pew. Are we in space too?
Yeah.
Everybody
If you're
hold
not
your
doing
breath.
anything, why don't you come help us? Some banter.
Somebody's got to fly the ship.
We're not flying anywhere.
Touche. Like I said, get him in the door. I'm gonna help real good from here.
On the other side of the dimensional crack, you see your wingman of a ship gets on the other side of it and begins to like position up. All right, top of the round is Domino.
So
Ooh, again? So soon?
What's up, Denver?
I was gonna say, if I'm trying to get involved in the combat, do I need to
Roll
roll
initiative
in on
if you
this?
want. Yeah.
All right. Hup. What is that?
I forgot to dissipate my amplify graft as well. Next time,
Let's
that would
say,
have been 5.
It's a 20 for my initiative.
Okay. Okay, Domino goes. Domino is going to run right at you, Domino, seeing that you're heavily wounded, and just run and take an attack.
Is he charging?
Discharge. Is that a full discharge?
Yeah.
But he needs to do an attack at the end, doesn't he?
Yeah. You get a -2 to attack an AC.
No,
You don't
he's
have to.
not going to charge.
You're in
Yeah.
range of.
Yeah. I was
if you did,
thinking
though.
about it. It was my real cool, but I decided not to. 37 to hit.
I think that kills me.
Jeez, no weapons? This guy's a monster.
Weapons are useless to vanguards except for their properties.
Yeah.
What are overkill rules?
Double your health in one go is insta.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're just unconscious. Right.
Other than that, it's a quarter of your resolve to stabilize, and then one more to stand up at 1 HP.
Yeah.
And that's going to be 11 points. As Domino runs up.
I took the 32 as. The
Oh, no, that was
damage,
32 to hit.
Either way, I'm down.
No, that was 32 to hit, yeah. Runs up and just sucks Domino.
He does take 5 points of electricity damage
Okay.
because of my shield.
Mm-hmm.
Take that.
Nice.
I didn't even add my raise shield KC, but it doesn't matter.
Domino, go ahead and roll a D100 for me.
Punched you so hard the ship splits in half.
Where are my D100s at? What my D100s at? 43.
43. Everyone in the room begins to see Domino hit the ground and begin phasing.
Phasing?
Wow, 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 wow.
Like a different dimension. I'm
Yeah,
not there.
yeah.
Never mind.
Can we get a description of what the fuck phasing means?
Yeah, so like as you guys have seen from different instances so far, like the Yosoki stuffed animal just sort of phased into existence. You had the bar that phased in and out. The different dog-like creatures that phased into existence. You're now beginning to see Domino phase out.
Which one?
Your ally Domino, the one that just got knocked unconscious.
Oh, no. We can't have that.
And also the other one begins to phase out as well. Denver,
Yes.
as you're getting ready to stand up, the crack is gone in front of you.
Okay.
The ships are gone in front of you. The planets are gone in front of you. You're just in a black abyss.
Well, all right. There's still fighting going on behind me, though, right?
In your ship? Yes.
Yeah.
Inside of your ship,
All right.
yes.
Standing up, I'm gonna deal with that in a minute, and I'm gonna walk back to like the door that leads off the bridge, looking down the hallway into the fight here. From where I'm at, since I'm not on the map here, because this is a little further down, do I have a shot on other Domino?
Yes, you would.
Okay.
If you use your full speed to move, you would then have a shot.
Okay, then I'll walk down the hall, like however far I need to go to be able to get this shot. But on the way out, I'm grabbing, because I bought the Hailstorm Class 0 rifle and before we left, so I'm kind of walking past and picking up my new rifle. But I'm walking real slow, right? Like real light on my feet, because I would like them to believe that all able-bodied combatants are already in the fight, kind of thing.
Sure.
So I'm gonna trick attack using my stealth.
Roll it.
Because I just realized I get plus 20 off my stealth.
Yes. Very good.
Hell yeah. Oh, sweet Jesus, that's a 19 on the dice. So that is a 39. DC for the trick attack is 20 plus half of the target's CR, so half being, or CR being evil Domino's CR.
You succeed. Barely.
I'll take it. A success is a success. All right, now we're going to hit. I don't want you to think any sort of nonsense, because I don't know if you can see. Ah, damn it! Then it rolled. Shit.
It's
Okay.
gone forever.
Yep. It was a 20. It wasn't at 20
I believe you.
because it was a 19 into a 20, so I didn't want you to think I was being sus.
What a
kinda
sus.
sus.
That's what I'm saying.
Next, you're gonna comment on someone's hat.
So this is. It's just straight double damage, right?
Correct.
Okay. So. Oh my god, I need to write these numbers down.
Math is hard.
How many D8s of trick attack damage do I get now? 4? Awesome.
Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, 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 ba-da-dum.
So, what is that? What is every time? All right, so damage calculation on this is a 2d8 plus 8 for the rifle with an extra 4d6. Or no, sorry, 4d8, my fault,
For the
of damage off of trick attack, right?
indeed.
And then I double that. That's 86 points of damage.
That is the good stuff.
And instead of making Evil Domino like flat-footed or off target, I have bleeding shot,
Okay.
so I can give him bleed 8 because he now takes bleed equal to my level.
Love it. As you take your shot and walk onto the field, the shot hits Domino. He's not even paying attention to you, just as he just walks over with entropic energy and just punches your Domino. You see Domino hit the dirt and begin to phase. You see the other Domino begin to phase. You take your shot. The shot lines up, and you see Domino just sort of go down to his knees and fall face first, laying on top of Domino.
Well, all right. And I'm gonna say that over the comms.
Just a couple of
Also-
dominoes topping each other over.
All right. Hey, somebody get a picture of that so we can make fun of him later. All right. Also, all the planets are gone, and it's spooky outside. So I just figured I'd come help back here, make sure we don't all die somewhere nonsensical or whatnot before we can drop off said payload. Just wanted to make sure you knew what was going on.
As you're like mid sentence, I'm gonna like rush over there and try to like flip bad Denver off of bad Domino off of good Domino. I'm just gonna look at Denver and be like, finish that, and just like look at the bad one, like.
Oh, if we're
finish
still
it,
in
and
initiative.
Oh no, it's
I'm
done.
gonna immediately lose my resolve, so I don't have an opportunity to get my picture taken.
I'm gonna come over there and start giving medical help.
You walk over to try to give medical assistance. You go to put the med kit towards, and when you get closer, you see he fades out. You move back, he fades back in. He's continually phasing in and out of reality.
I'm just gonna keep fucking with the phasing until it eventually I can feel it like stick, and I'm like, ah, there we go.
Okay.
If we're out of
roll medicine?
initiative,
I'll pop one of my potions too.
Okay.
regain
I don't remember how the
Yes.
med kit works.
We are.
I don't think a medkit would actually help me heal.
I was going to actually go ahead and just spend a resolve point and scream out, yeah, and blast some healing to the ground. And everyone is going to take, or I should say receive 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 23 HP.
Can you define everyone?
All allies within
Okay.
30 feet.
Okay, thank you. Just wanted to make sure it was
was like,
very
please-
specific.
please stand him back up. I'll pop him again. But while this is
Mhm.
while this is all going on, can I go just like coup de grace this bad Domino? I'll use the full rifle if I have to, because it's in my hands and it seems cool. I just want to walk over, kind of just nudge him a little bit with my foot, and then put another shot like in his dome.
Yep.
I don't know if I'm still in reality, but if I can stop your coup de grace and take
Okay.
one myself,
That's fine. Yeah.
You reach up for it, and you're gone.
I go
guys
to
as-
stop it. I just phase through.
You guys, your last thing, you see Denver or Domino reach up and just disappear.
Well, I hate that.
Is the other domino still here?
Shortly after, as Denver, you're looking to take the coup de grace on to Domino. You look over to Domino, who's reaching up to like stop you, and you look over to them. You look back down, and that Domino is also gone.
Well, shit. Okay.
Wait, what? Denver, where are we? You said there's no planets anymore?
Yeah, before I came back here to help, everything just kind of disappeared. I saw Space Crack show up, and then it disappeared, and when it disappeared, everything else disappeared. So that just kind of... We're somewhere. I don't know where, but it's somewhere.
Wait, did you fly through it? Can you fly back?
I ain't flown through it. No, we were anchored. I couldn't really go anywhere, kind of being... one of those situations where, like, two forces pulling against each other, we're not really moving. You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
So they put a big old anchoring thing into us and started flying away from us in the opposite direction that I was trying to fly in.
So we're like spinning?
No, so like two people pulling on a rope, man. Like if I hand you a rope and I say, "Hey, pull that end," and I pull my end and we're pulling at the same force, ain't neither of us going anywhere.
Yep. Okay.
Scanning.
Al, you still around?
Hello. My name is Al.
Do we have access to full Al, or is this Raid Shadow Legends Al?
There is only Al.
Are we still tethered? Can we get back, Denver?
Honestly, I was more worried about trying to make sure nobody died, but then Domino just kind of disappeared, so I hadn't looked. I'll go see if I can figure that out right now. And Denver will make their way back up to the bridge.
You see the tether extending from your ship taut, but there is no ship at the end of it.
Begin repairing the ship.
Okay. Go ahead and begin to roll engineering. Al will go. Interesting. It looks like we are tethered, but not tethered.
I don't know much about physics, but like that seems wrong.
I'll say something more intelligent.
It looks like we're in Absalom, but we're not within Absalom.
That's less intelligent. Okay. Denver, can you get us back to wherever we just were?
Yeah, open a crack in the sky. You did it before.
I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't do shit about that crack opening up. That was just right place, right time, and remembering the fact that I saw another ship flying through one and hoping for the best.
To sound smarter, it seems like we're in a paradox, where two things contradict each other, but both are true.
Like this statement is false?
Correct. That is also paradoxical.
I got a 31 for engineering.
You begin to go ahead and start looking at the damaged portion of your base and begin to start repairing.
Continue.
What would you like me to do?
I'm looking at the rest of the clue like this is your timey-wimey bullshit. I am new. I am new here. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, we got the new space star. Can we just turn on our time skippers and go? I don't know. I don't care if we don't know how to use it. We need to get out of this paradox.
You know what? Oh, dropping things. Okay. You know what? I'm down to give it a try. I mean,
Ain't
I
no
see-
mountain
I-
high enough for you.
yeah, I see two options here. We try it and we die, or we sit here and we die. Right?
I mean, there's also the we try it and we don't die option.
Well, I'm saying like worst case kind of side
Yeah.
of things.
Mhm.
Like try it, die. Don't try it, die. Best case, we try it and like woo, we went real fast. Now we're back. Cool. Medium case, it doesn't work and we just end up even more lost.
Correction. We are not lost. We're within the Pact Worlds.
Damn it, Al. But when are we? When? When are we, Al? When are we?
Scanning. 328 AD.
AM or
AG.
PM, Al?
PM.
Okay.
All right, cool. I mean, we.
Scanning.
I'm at a loss, Captain. What do you
We're
think?
also not in the Pact Worlds. And 328 before the gap. AM.
Al, where were we 10 minutes ago?
I was just installed.
Son of a bitch.
I want to check my my comm link and see if there's like the date on it.
Yep.
Like
320
checking the date.
You look at the date, it has 328, and that's it.
All right, so Captain, I like what Zerat said over here. We can fire up the new Space Stone and get skipping on home. And I mean, my professional opinion, as a big scary boxer once said, if he dies, he dies. All right.
Okay. I don't know what any of that means, but I trust you. Ish. Fire it up.
We're gonna circle back to that ish, because I feel like I haven't done anything to not earn your trust off that. But
I mean, I didn't bring us here, but we'll figure
I
it
didn't
out
either.
later.
I was just
told-
sitting. I came back to help fight, and next thing I know, oh shit, we're not where I left us, and now that's my fault. Mm-hmm. Sure.
It is the person in charge of where the ship is in the
Well,
multiple universe. Yeah.
But
I have fault
Yeah.
placed on you at the moment.
counterpoint there, Captain. There's been a lot of really weird shit going on in space recently, and you can't
I
always
need a
account
drink.
for all of it. 100%. Can I get? I vote we all get just a little bit loaded, just in case we do die.
Okay, another great idea. Everybody, get in here. I'm not sure what the fuck is going on, and so we're gonna have a drink, and then hopefully we're gonna go blow up a ship. Unfortunately, if I understand how this is working, we could end up in a time where the exact same circumstances are present, but the good guys look like the ship we should blow up. So that terrifies me just a skosh. Zerat, pour one for everyone.
I only have
Anyone
enough
who
for
doesn't
3.
want it, I will drink.
All right, Denver's drinking theirs.
Otto
I'm
is
still
currently
working
working.
your ship.
Right.
I don't even know this conversation's happening.
To be fair, there's only 3 people currently there to take the drinks.
That's fine.
Um,
Alright. Bottoms up.
Boom,
This is-
shoot it.
Zip.
You shoot it, and it doesn't burn.
Does.
No, it doesn't.
Oh. Nice.
Tastes like water. You did it.
All right, hey Otto,
Yeah,
how bad are we, bud?
Josh.
I mean, to be fair, it's hard to do any sort of repairs while it is active. You're able to do some patching, which is like the criticals. You can fix those while airborne, but unable to actually fix the extent of the hull damage that you guys have taken. It is very, very bad, but still able to fly and use drift if required.
Yeah, we'll be fine. Yeah, we'll be fine.
Hey, Otto.
Can you talk to me in my brain?
If you get up here, I can.
I am so busy. Go ahead.
How's the bomb looking?
You hear pitter patter of claws smacking the metal.
You head over to the large crate that it was placed in. Still there.
I'm just gonna kind of like pop the top, like,
Still
are
there.
we good?
Not armed.
I don't see any physical damage to it. Unless, Bad Domino phased into my engine room and then phased out of existence again. We should be good.
When's the last time Domino ever messed with your stuff?
I don't want to talk about it right now.
Okay.
Speaking of Domino, where do you think he went?
Wherever he went, that's where I want to go.
That is depressing. We're going to move on from that.
So, out of curiosity, is that what it looked like when I just kind of disappeared when I went to go hang out with Mom? Well, not really hang out when I got grounded, more or less, as an adult, which is really embarrassing. But you tell your mom that's a demon that you're not grounded because you're an adult.
No, you more or less just kind of like came in a flash of light and energy and scorched your pilot's seat.
That's where that came. I thought that in the interim somebody had been smoking in my chair, and that maybe you like dropped a cigarette or something in there, and just like a couple times.
I mean, well, yes. Sorry.
But also that.
I'm going to chime back in and be like, hey, can we perhaps figure out how we're going to survive and maybe not, ponder the past or worry about, the dominoes? I want to live.
Otto's right, and we also don't really have an understanding of if we're actually going to get back on time to destroy Kali. So let's focus on getting back there as fast as possible.
Listen.
All right.
Captain, in the grand scheme of things, getting back to our time is pretty low on the totem pole of making sure we live. I mean, we could fast forward 80 years. That bomb means nothing in 80 years.
And we could also go whenever and just say, hey, screw it, we're done. But we owe
You're right.
ourselves.
All of the people that are going to die if we don't carry out our mission are inconsequential. That's correct.
That's not what I said. If I was finishing, we owe it to Starfinder and our time to clean up the mess that our team made. Denver is the best pilot this side of the Mississippi, so I trust their intuitions.
Hell yeah.
Also, the amount of people that we will be killing when we complete our mission, aka people Vesk, but still.
Are you saying Vesk aren't people? Are you saying Vesk aren't people?
Okay, this conversation got a lot worse.
Y'all ever raced out in Mississippi? That's a weird ass place.
Domino.
I speak Terran.
Oh, let me turn off David Bowie real quick.
Yeah.
Just been vibing.
We're on Space Odyssey.
You. How old are you?
Uh-oh. Let me pull that up. 32, maybe?
You were not.
30s.
You were born after Gap, correct?
36.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were born after Gap.
So the gap was like, what? 300 years ago?
Yeah. 328 to be specific. So you see yourselves laying on almost like almost looks like just a plasma barrier as like a divide. And you see the packed worlds on both sides of it. One on left, one on right. On the right, you do not see Absalom Station. It's the only thing missing out of the packed worlds. You see another planet in its space.
Got goosebumps from that.
On the left, you do see Absalom Station. And you see very, very tiny, almost looks like toy ships, or ships that you would use on a war board of these Vesk ships in a perimeter around Absalom Station, with a single or two ships floating in front of it. But your team's ship, the Three Rules, is not there. They're below you within the plasma.
Curious. So, I see plasma below me with our ship.
Correct.
Is there plasma separating me from these alternate?
No, it's almost like a wall of plasma that you're standing on top of. The ship's within the plasma, and then the plasma is separating these two different versions, if you will.
I'm gonna just touch the plasma, probably go towards my ship.
Okay.
The ship is my home.
You begin
I go
to
where the ship goes.
you touch the plasma. You are back on the ship, but no one's there.
Gonna walk through the halls, look for the helm. Is this everything that I recognize from our ship?
Yep. Looks exactly the way you left it. There's a large blast mark in the middle of it. As you get to the helm, you do see Zerat, Denver, and Arnold on the helm.
I'm gonna make a loud, try to make my presence notice.
The three of you notice Domino standing in the doorway.
Oh. Hi, welcome back, bud. How you feeling?
Oh, hey, Domino. Wait,
So
Where'd
this
you come
isn't
from?
the afterlife. Son of
well,
a bitch.
I mean, we can't say it's not.
I take a pin and I throw it at Domino.
Okay, it hits Domino. Domino, you are also at 1 HP, by the way.
I didn't get the bonus heals.
No, you did not get the bonus heals, unfortunately. Oh, you would have got for the potion because you did down the potion before you disappeared.
Okay.
I take that back because all of it happens simultaneously. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
You do get all your healing that took place. You're there. I'm sorry.
You pulled left,
Sorry.
right.
I know.
center.
I know. Left, right, center. Get a quarter.
Well, I guess I'll roll the potion then.
Yep.
That would have been 3 points.
Nice.
27.
Good potion. Good potion.
Um,
But yeah.
I don't know where I just came from. Maybe Limbo. Maybe someplace Denver might recognize. Maybe not, but it was lonely. I expected Demaratosh to be sitting on his golden throne, overseeing an endless battle in the Colosseums of the Veskarium. But nothing. It was nothingness. It was space. Until I saw three choices. The ship, Vesk domination, and peace. I knew.
Look how bummed out you are about peace.
And peace. Peace equals stagnation. With peace, there's no growth, just equilibrium. Peace is the afterlife, a sad afterlife. It wasn't the afterlife I had hoped for, but this Vesk-dominated world, I had no part of it. It's not my world. Maybe it could have been, had things gone differently in my life. But my life now leads me to the 3 rules in this crew. So I reached out for it, and now here I am. Now where's the other domino? I've got unfinished business.
I mean, thought he maybe with you something, but when you left, he did. When you disappeared, he dipped.
Well, let's hope he doesn't show his face again. Now, what's our status?
Let's hope we can show our face again. It's the real status.
Kind of stuck in limbo at the moment.
Oh, good. So we're in the same place. Well, let's pop into the drift and see if we can find some beacons.
That's a great idea.
I like that you were gone and came back and already have the same plan that we've been arguing about for like 20 minutes.
That's hilarious because I was honestly half listening because I was really feeling the David Bowie. I turned it off at one point and I was like, yeah, I was kind of digging it.
I'm sort of about this.
Hey, can you fire up the? Can you get that drift engine prime, bud?
Scanning.
Yeah.
Al, what are you scanning for?
New life form on board. Identified.
Scan faster.
Domino.
How many?
1.
I don't like
Guys,
the
you-
question mark on that, Al.
Do you guys have Domino up there?
Yeah,
Damn it! You weren't supposed to respond. You were gonna try to freak him out.
I'm trying to
Okay.
fucking save the world, okay?
We should probably get going.
Hey guys, next question.
Update.
Is he ours?
That's a good question. Hey, tell me something that only our Domino would know.
Are you asking me?
I'm gonna fire up the drift engine when I do that.
All right.
This happened last time we had a domino mix up.
Yep.
And
I'm pretty sharp on whether or not you're actually our Domino now.
Zerat roll perception.
I've been reading your Wikipedia page that I've been writing myself. So
oh no. Internet
kinda-
history.
yeah.
Skittermander.
And 23.
23. You recognize something that you gave Domino on his hand.
I'm just going to whisper, strangers.
Is that one of the words that's activated on the ring?
I think it is. I don't think I ever replaced that one.
I think that's correct. Domino
Diamond, Phil, Dr. Knight.
and strangers.
Nightmare.
The word strangers to you, Domino, just ring as if Zerat just said it at full voice right next to you.
The strangers. Yes.
That's our boy.
You gave me this ring as a testament to our love
Oh, I love
of battle.
I love a bat.
I mean, we're gonna have to work on you expressing your emotions properly and not just through trial by combat for everything. But either way, that's cute. I like that for y'all. Y'all,
Yeah,
I
I
like
like
you
that.
together.
Yeah. Clean hands keep the good boy busy.
Idle hands keep the Bad boy clean.
Yep. We complete each other. Are we gonna jump or what?
I'm waiting for the all clear to fire up the drift, but like that was cute as shit, guys. Like,
Otto,
damn.
you fire up the drift. Not an issue. Something that's interesting to you, Denver. There is no beacons to jump to.
Okay. Hey, off the top of anybody's head, do we happen to know general coordinates to outside space of Absalom Station?
General coordinates.
General coordinates.
Well, the drift is you could see the beacon of Absalom from anywhere in the drift.
Yeah, there's no beacons out here. That's why I was asking.
Oh,
So I was just gonna punch it in. Hey Al, do you know the general coordinates of where Absalom Station, like, I was calling it outside space, but like near space to Absalom Station would be? We're looking for somewhere like within like an hour of Absalom Station.
Scanning
Coordinates
directory.
wise.
No general coordinates in directory.
I see what you did, Al, and I'm upset that you have a sense of humor, but that was also pretty good.
Update. We have moved.
Where are we now, Al?
Not where. When?
Oh my god, this Doctor Who bullshit is gonna give me an ulcer.
We are in 0.
So the gap. We're in the gap.
well, 0 gap. Post gap.
Free gap.
Well, I figured that it would be pre-gap, and then we'd hit 0,
It's
and
like-
then it'd be like one post, right, or one like
Yeah,
after.
yeah, you guys were in 328 AG, which is after gap.
now we're like the gap just happened.
On both of you guys, is you look left, you look right. Domino, to you, it's a very familiar picture. But you guys look on the exterior portion of your ship. You guys see the Pact Worlds, except the left and right is slightly different. The right does not have Absalom Station. It has a planet in its place. The left is the Pact World as you know it. You guys still see the fleet of Viscarian warships. You guys see a small fighter that looks like it's tethered to nothing. And you guys see your guys' wingman just sort of flying around the ship that's tethered to nothing.
This is the
Oh.
side I saw.
Yeah, get us there.
Denver's just looking at it in absolute and total awe, because it's really weird to be both in time and outside of the flow of time. So just really confused on what to do, how to do, and when to do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to say for one of the first times, Denver's actually caught without words, and is just absolutely looking for some sort of direction on this. Just kind of spinning around in the helm, just like, what?
Listen, Denver, I know that you may have given up something, all of your knowledge, all of your space to come back to life, but I believe it's still inside of you. I think you should just follow your intuition. You know how to get us back.
I mean, I don't even think I would have known how to get us back even before. Because, like, I remember the deal. I can still fly. I just don't remember. Like, I gave up my knowledge on, like, specifics. Not, like, how to do the thing, but, oh, hey, whoa, that kind of ship, I can tell by the engines. That's a blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't know anything about that anymore. But, like, I could still fly like a motherfucker.
Then do it. Fly like a motherfucker.
If you're trained in, let's see. Physical science or
Nope. I'm gonna give
life
you
science
my
to recall knowledge. If anyone is trained in either of those, life science or physical science, you are feel free to make a roll.
Yeah,
have-
17 in life.
21 in life.
Do I get the roll being back here? or
You do not while being the engine bay. Sorry.
Fair enough.
get bent, Otto.
Oh dang. Slept it. Anyone
Holy
else like
Ferrex
to take
is
that
here.
roll? Going once, going twice. Sold. Both of you guys recognize the planet that is on the other side. It's interesting to see the planet that's been in so many different parts of history. But before you stands Galorion.
That's why I got goosebumps as soon as you said a planet. And then the current time, I was like,
You guys see the advancement of the other planets. They all look relatively the same to where they do now. You do see there are ship travel that is happening. They do again look like small little ships that you put on a war table, but you're able to see them. They're not jumping. They're taking the long trek. But they're there. But you notice there's one planet that doesn't have any sort of satellites around it, any sort of ships coming and going from it. Almost like the ships are staying away from that planet of Galorion. You guys, as you guys are sort of taking it all in and looking at the two different worlds, knowing that you are probably in the middle of an event that took place that no one remembers. No one knows what happens during the gap, just that something happened, and when after it happened, people didn't remember anything from before. Wars were reignited to claim ownership of planets. Towns, cities fell. Some rose. A space station was plopped into the middle. On the side that has Galarion, you guys see out of nowhere a large meteor erupts out of just space. It looks like it just came from out of nowhere. There was no debris around, but it had just appeared. And this meteor is a size of one of Galarion's moons, beginning to descend upon Galarion. You see it just barreling down as you guys are witnessing an impact that would absolutely destroy the planet. Right before it's destroyed, right before impact, you see it begin to break down as it goes into the orbit of Galarion. The planet disappears. Your guys' ship is thrusted towards the left. And you guys are back inside of where you guys left off, tethered to this Domino ship. I need everyone to roll a will save.
I'm boned.
Mind affecting?
Yes,
40?
One last time.
it is. mind
Actually.
affecting. You say 14, Arnold?
I sure did.
Okay,
Same here.
22.
22,
Got a 10.
10.
You got a 9.
Out of everyone here, Domino, maybe it's fitting that you're the only one that remembers your time in the gap. You now know a possible reason why the gap happened. Maybe it was a deity saving a whole planet, a whole species. Maybe it was just dumb luck. Maybe it collided and caused some reaction. But the last thing you saw right before it was impacted was a bright light that almost emitted from the impact where it would have impacted the planets. And the next thing you know, you are back in 328 AG. The rest of you, it is like the whole trip never occurred. You guys are just got Domino back. Denver, you just made the remark. It's funny how you just came back and immediately knew exactly what our plan was going to be. But you stop yourself and you look around and you realize you are back. You don't remember going through the drift. You just now remember being in some void and now being back in space, tethered to Domino's ship. You could tell time has passed, though. Where you last remembered your wingman, they were in a completely different spot. And that is where we'll go ahead and take our break. Oh, hey, hi, hello, we're back. Welcome.
Oh, never mind.
As a recap of what happened, you guys took on the Domino from a different reality, and thanks to some explosive weaponry, thanks to some ganging up, you guys were able to defeat this entity. As this entity fell on top of your fallen ally Domino, a paradox began. You guys were places, but you weren't in places. It was certain times, but it was not certain times. A lot of stuff was going on.
It was the best of times. It was
the worst of times.
the oldest of times.
Oh, both.
Girl.
I liked it. As this was all happening, you guys were trying to figure out how to get back to your time, as you were in technically two different times. But you guys able to take a small trip to 0AG during the gap. And you guys all witnessed a meteor about to smash into Galarian.
I think that's my favorite Pokemon.
I think so. I thought it was a Digimon, but you could be right.
Gap.
No,
No,
Galarian.
Galarian.
I love just how Otto has zero fucking clue what's going on. He is just like, we're in a battle. I got to fix the ship. We could be blown up at any minute. And everyone up front's like, we're in another fucking dimension. We meet God today?
A god.
Correct answer is maybe.
But as you guys were thrusted back to your time, Domino is the only one who remembers your trip to the Gap. But you guys are back into your time, still tethered to Domino's ship. The only ship that remains is yours, Domino's, and your wingman's. And the plethora of Vescarium warships that are there as well. What would you guys like to do?
As soon as we're back in, I just want to get at our wingman, our wingman, just be like, "Hey, remember that time I said we just needed a couple seconds?"
Yeah, that was like 20 seconds ago. You good?
Think so. Everything. Yep. Are you good? How are you?
Well, I mean, not super great. We just sort of watched the entire Starfighter Armada just get obliterated.
That is unfortunate. Is there still a ship connected to us?
There is. Domino's ship is still connected and tethered and pulling the opposite direction.
Scan it.
Scanning.
Stat means now.
Understood. There
While this
is
happening,
no one
I'm
online.
just walking towards the window.
There is no one
we
on the
could-
ship.
We could
Stat.
commandeer that ship and then Trojan horse our way in. That was one of our plans previously.
Everything's going to plan.
All right. So I also had another thought that would be kind of cool. I can share it with the class, or I can keep it to myself, whichever you'd prefer.
Keep it to the class.
Keep it to, okay, that's confusing, so I'm just going to tell you what the hell I'm thinking. So, what if we all get on the other ship, arm the bomb, and then slingshot our ship into their ship? That way we don't even have to go anywhere near it.
Yep. Nope. That's the one. Let's do that.
That I figured that would get some sort of like, no, Denver, that's dumb.
But can we put the bomb on the other ship because it's less like it's their
Oh.
ship, so they're not going to shoot it, right? If our ship's flying at them, they might just shoot it. If we get the bomb on the other ship and then
No, that makes more sense. Yep. I like that. 100%.
Otto, how mobile is our bomb?
I could put wheels on it.
That's all we need. All right, Otto. Our plan is to put that bomb on the other ship and slingshot it.
10-4. We'll need to replace some wheels on Denver's personal computer chair. All right, bye.
You know what? I'd be mad about it, but whatever.
All right. You're able to go ahead and put some office chairs onto this box.
Oh no, his chair is fine. I took his coast, like the casters, his wheels. I just ripped those off the bottom, off of their bottom. Yeah.
Nice. They have no little wheels. There are more wheels than doors in this plan. It is now heavily mobile.
if not a little bit squeaky.
Heavily mobile.
It is a heavy object that is mobile.
All right. Let's get it over there. Attention, Armada. What is the situation report for what's going on in the space battle right now?
Spoken like a true captain.
You're back. We've been they're all gone. It's you, your wingman, and that's it.
Good news. That's all we need. Cover us while we set something up.
Understood. On the Armada radio, you guys do hear Lieutenant Chris give orders to continue protecting the 3 rules.
Otto, you're in charge of making this plan work. Anyone who can provide us with cover or hop on a gun and protect us while we make this happen, let's do that, and I will be one of those people. I'm gonna jump on a gun and start covering us.
Okay.
Yes. I'm gonna do everything in my power. Like Denver's gonna do everything in their power to keep the ship as stable and steady as possible while bomb is in motion.
Now, okay, so you guys put wheels on the bomb.
The wheels on the bomb go round and round.
How are you planning on getting it from one ship in space to the other?
The leap.
How big is this thing?
The bomb?
Yeah.
Probably like a 4 foot by 4 foot solid metal crate.
I mean, it's weightless in space.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I mean, my brain was literally just thinking like Master Chief when he took that, just rode the bomb.
100%.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give them their bomb back.
yeah, that.
As everyone starts getting into their positions, Domino's still just like at the helm window, just looking off into space. And I'm gonna turn around and say, "Does no one care about the planet?"
Are we
The
talking about the
planets
one that
have
was
been-
there before?
What planet?
From the seat of some sort of gun. No, I don't care about the planet. I have a mission to carry out.
The planet from a moment ago, the decision of Galarian or war of now.
I'm not sure if this was part of your space vision, but there is no planet. It's just Absalom Station. We need to protect it.
Okay, let's get into position.
Over the comms, hey, Sharat, when we get back, we might need somebody to take a peek at Domino there. I think he's got the space madness.
He kind of chuckles as he gives like a as he starts going into his chief mate position, whatever that
Right,
is.
whatever that
Going,
means.
going towards your access panel.
Not the access panel.
Anything but those.
So, are we tethered to the ship or no?
Yeah, it's still tethered. Yeah.
Oh, then we can just go weightless, follow the tether, just pull it along.
Okay.
And I'll bring... Oh wait, I haven't. Never mind.
All right.
Fully zooted and suited.
Let us get you guys
Nice.
to the correct tab. You guys currently are out of range to make any sort of attacks towards the enemy ships. That being said, you are not out of range of their ships.
Sounds like a whole bunch of bullshit.
Did we
That
have
sounds
our,
like cheating.
Did Otto fix our glitches?
Yes, he got both of those taken care of. They're no longer glitching.
But no
But
change to HP. or
No,
anything?
and no hull points were able to, because you have to wait till you're landed to be able to fix hull points.
Actually,
Actually,
Actually.
keep going, but I'm pretty sure I might be able to.
okay,
Fly out into space and solder on some
Yeah.
big old
it's fine.
chunks of metal.
I think that's how that works.
But you don't solder in space?
No, because I don't think there's any oxygen to be able to ignite for the fire to work.
It's soldering. You're melting stuff onto itself. You're
Right,
not
but-
welding.
But how would it
Using
get?
electricity.
But it doesn't heat
Yeah,
up
you're
enough.
using the current
I don't
Yeah,
because
global
things
warming.
can still get hot.
But no, I don't think there's any way to
I
heal
don't-
HP outside of
I don't-
docking.
I don't know if it can get. I mean, I guess
Stars are hot.
inside their atmosphere, but outside they're not.
Stars don't have an atmosphere.
We literally get warmth from the sun via radiation.
Yeah.
Like,
would-
heat
the
still
warmth-
travels in space.
If you were in space, the half of you that was facing the sun would burn, and the half of you that wasn't would freeze.
That's fair. You're right.
I'm having flashbacks of season 2.
Yeah.
So let's move on.
Season 2. There's only been one season.
The hardest part of this game is the separating the science from the fiction.
That's
It's
fair.
very difficult.
Either way, 22 to hit you guys' AC.
I think that gets us.
No, I think after
No, it does not.
after the level up, it does not.
We got 23.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
tragic.
I don't know why. We have +8 from piloting ranks.
Yeah, because it scales up with the ship's level.
No, it scales up with the pilots.
Oh, the
Piloting
piloting
ranks.
rank.
Adds to AC.
So all that means is while I'm trying to keep it stable, I see this shot and I'm just like, all right, everybody hold up. I'm just kind of like tweak it just a little bit so that
Roll
said
piloting.
shot just.
Roll
By the
piloting.
way, if you guys read the message I just put in the group chat, I can restore hull points.
Can't take move actions in space.
Can't take what actions?
Move actions? This is Starship Combat. There ain't no move actions.
So actually,
Bruce,
sort
that's a
of true.
37 to piloting.
37. Okay, yeah. The bomb, you move, but you're able to move it just quick enough where it moves and then moves back. So it's in still a fine condition. But the ship, your wingman ship, was not as lucky.
So how much of the hull can I restore, Dom? I almost called you Dominic Donnie.
So technically none, because there is no move actions in space combat.
Oh,
You
so
could use it. You could use it as like, I guess in downtime you'd probably be able to, because you can do technically move actions in downtime.
that is a weird wording.
Yeah.
So you probably
I
able
was
to
like,
use it as downtime or on planets.
Yeah, I think so.
But
Like, you
there's
have
no
to be-
actual move action economy inside of like in space combat.
It's such a shittily vague way.
Yeah, it's
Like,
so weird that
I could like move my physical body on the ship. Like we had move actions. We were fighting Domino in the ship.
I feel like there's a lot in this system that is written very vaguely, almost intentionally.
I mean, I had move actions when the hull was damaged by my explosion.
right, but that was because that was considered ground combat. You were in the ship combat that was happening.
One thing about
guess.
Paizo, they don't write things vaguely.
Like it is absolutely meaning for it to be as a move action. So like move actions can't be taken in space. You have the gunner action, you have engineering actions, you have like piloting actions, but there is no move actions to be had. So it's saying that you'd be able to use it if there was outside of space combat. Otherwise, they would say as a engineering check, or as an engineering or in engineering phase, you can use an action to repair.
I guess. As the final episode, I think this is a big deal.
That's fair. That's fair.
We'll bring it back if we almost die.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Hold on,
Next time.
Josh, I think it does mean you can use.
Yeah, for sure. They get it's just they're still functioning, but you can definitely tell that their hull just gets slammed from these two ships. They turn towards and begin to head that way. Who is going on their trek
Well, I'm assuming
to
I
cross
have to.
the explosive towards the new ship? I'm listening.
I mean-
I just have to take care of something.
I'll be a
Definitely-
part of this.
Definitely have to be part of it. I gotta arm it.
I know Chief Mate is a pretty important role in the ship. Can't be flown without one, but
I think I can manage.
I don't need to manually adjust your thrusters.
I would actually I would like you to ask permission before you try to manually adjust my thrusters. Thank you.
I'll help with like the offloading of it, but I probably won't leave the ship.
So the plan is to have the ship get redocked. Like they're gonna.
Ideally, yeah.
A wise otter once told me that if this was next to or in their ship, it would cease to exist.
Yeah.
So, does it have to dock? The idea is that if our ship is flying near their ships, it will get shot. If their ship is flying near their ships, it will not get shot. That's the whole idea. No one's going to be on it to dock it, so I don't know if it can actually dock unless we program it to do so.
I mean, they could pull it in.
Yeah.
Also, Paizo and chat, enjoy the world's youngest Starfinder adventure. Sunny has made it aboard at one last episode.
Absolutely.
Oh, the baby.
Little baby. Laura went out for food, so I'm on baby duty while running an entire galaxy. Doesn't she know what we're trying to do here?
You have your little consultant.
Yeah, she's actually gonna roll all my dice for me. So, if anything bad happens to you, it's not on me.
If anything bad happens, I specifically blame your child.
Absolutely. If that's not Jaber's energy, I don't know what is. I'm just saying. That's why you have children, right? So you can blame the bad stuff on.
Wow, okay.
Just kidding, everyone. I love my daughter. Okay, can I help you? All right. Everyone is suited up, ready to go. Easy enough. I need both Otto and Domino to make strength checks.
This is gonna
I
be
can do
mostly
that.
you, bud. Oh, holy shit! I got an 18.
I also got another 18.
All right, Donnie's hacking.
It's gonna be mostly you. Never mind. I'm actually kind of.
Never mind, I'm sort of swole.
That's a total of 24 or
Alright.
22.
22 and an 18. Is that your total? Or is that what you just rolled on the die, JJ?
That's my total.
Okay, cool. So you guys are able to pretty easily move the payload across, as well as making sure to hold on tightly to the ship that is trying to pull away from you. But you guys are able to reverse board, and it is a rather small ship. It's smaller than your guys' old hangar bay before you guys started putting the different bays onto it. But you guys are able to board it. There is no one aboard from what you guys are able to tell. And the weapon is on board as well.
Okay.
Is there anything else you would like to do
Ooh,
while
I
on
need
the
to start
ship?
yeah, I gotta start integrating and doing shit with this bomb. I'm gonna program it to where if it is tampered with, it'll explode.
Okay.
I'm going to also have it to where, Domino, give me your comm.
Hands it over.
Thank you. I'm gonna now get a like jerry rig this phone, this comm somewhere in there, and I'm gonna also rig it to where, if it gets a call from me, from my number, it'll blow.
Okay.
Did you really just make a cell phone bomb?
Yeah.
All right.
Like a cell
What-
phone detonator?
So let's go ahead and do these in order for engineering checks.
Okay.
Which one do you want to do first?
Cell phone bomb.
Okay. Go ahead and roll engineering.
I rolled a nat 20 for a total of 38.
Perfect. It is without an issue. It does take a few minutes to get put into place. Denver, you're trying to keep the ship steady as it is also still tethered as two more shots go flying past your ship. And these are like large cannons that are just launching these lasers towards you. The wingman ship as well is able to dodge out of the way. But has positioned itself. It's still a smaller ship than what you guys have, but has positioned itself in a way to try to intercept as many shots as it can from these ships. It's put itself in an angle to try to be a last line defense for you guys.
What a couple of sweethearts.
Otto, go ahead and roll the engineering check for. Did you want to do any other checks before putting on the if anyone messes with this bomb check?
Okay,
It explodes, yeah.
I will tell Domino to head to the deck and activate their Mayday beacon.
How hard could it be?
That's the spirit.
Walk up to it. You open it up. It is a very small craft. There is a piloting chair, and mostly everything else is computer.
I rip open its access panels and
Go ahead and roll athletics plus an athletics check for it.
flip that mid-A or the black box beacon.
Yep,
Ooh. On as I'm
23.
yelling,
23. You,
'cause you don't have comms.
as you just hear Otto, you just hear the sound of metal. You've heard the sound before, relatively recently, as there's just sounds of metal just clamoring onto the ground.
Just rip. I got the black box in my hand. Is this it?
Did I find it?
Yeah. Also, if there's a way to verify that you're Domino or someone, is there like a biological thing? That'd be great too. If they think it's legit Domino, that would be great. Good luck. Please, I don't. Yep. I'm just gonna go back to the bomb.
In Vesk, you hear something begin to say scanning.
It's Vescal.
I'm gonna wirelessly hack that.
Roll computers.
Okay. Oh my god. 18 plus my computer 16, so 34.
The baby has phased.
Sunny has phased out of existence.
The son of
Don't
Sunny.
tell Laura.
Oh, too
Yeah,
late.
I'm gonna
34.
try to, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
What I'm trying to do is like intercept that scan
Mhm.
and then alter its its results to just say Domino, like
Okay.
evil Domino.
Who's evil Domino?
It does not succeed.
Wait, I don't succeed?
Correct. It is a high tier ship.
I was
Um,
2 points away from a max.
but a call does come in shortly after the scan from an Empress colleague.
To our ship?
No, to the ship that Domino and Otto are on.
Fantastic, not my problem. Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Not my circus.
I answer the call.
Okay.
And I'm talking to like a raspier voice, like I'm older.
Of course, of course.
Old man Domino here. I mean, just Domino. I mean,
Empress.
I see that you have completed your mission.
Yes, we boarded their ship. I killed the target. Domino. He stood no match. We have one prisoner and a payload.
There might be room on my guard for you after all. So, who is the most difficult to take care of?
Well, I was a little disappointed in myself. But the prisoner I have on board, he got away quite easily. But I caught up to him eventually.
Interesting. You know, we don't have record of that species. Is it like a Yosoki?
Yeah. Might as well as be. They smell like one. Little bit more meat on the bones.
Go ahead.
The wrench goes flying at the door.
Go ahead and roll a bluff +3.
I think that's a total of +3.
Is that a dice roll +3?
14 on the die. Pretty sure I don't have bluff. Nope, I got a +1 for charisma, so 15.
Cool. All right. Well, bring them in. Is the one you captured? Is it good with technology? Will he be able to help us continue our efforts?
I believe he's the engineer. That's why I didn't kill him in cold blood.
Once you get back, you have right hand to the Empress.
Your Majesty.
All right.
And close the
Yep.
cobs. Otto.
You don't have a
You don't have a
you don't
comm.
have a comm.
I've got one on my armor.
Oh, that's true. There's two. Yeah, he had his own, and then as well as
right.
the armor one.
Call myself.
By the way, I am not a sentient hamster, motherfucker.
Of course, I had to make it sound believable.
Yeah, sure. Okay, I need to somehow hack into the system and make the scanner think we're still here, even though we need to fuck off. Like now.
I mean, you also know from Owl that once it doesn't like continually scan. It just does a scan and then it gives provided the information at the time. So unless there's some reason for it to be scanned again, it probably wouldn't.
They probably will.
But just giving you that information that what you would know from your experience with it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I will call Ferrix. Not Ferrix. Yeah, Ferrix. No, I'm gonna call Ferrix. See
Okay.
if he answers. So is it ringing?
It does unfortunately go to voicemail.
Okay.
Stranger call.
I will let it go to voicemail, and as soon as it beeps, I'll be like, by the way, I just want to let you know, if I'm dead after this, you probably could have solved it just fine.
Ferris will
He'll
remember
feel that
this.
regret for the rest of his life. He'll never forget it. If I die, I might have ruined his mental health forever.
Good job,
You
Otto.
might-
All right. Well, I will give it an attempt.
'Kay. Roll that fatty computers.
Hey, you got like any encouraging words, Domino? Maybe some encouraging words that will give me extra dice?
Well, if you're gonna
Not
fuck
meta.
it up, at least fuck it up when we're on the ship, and it'll blow us all up.
What? I'm not working. I'm working on the computer. I'm not.
Oh, well,
Same goes.
Did that count?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. I rolled 1 point away from max. 19 on the roll, plus 16, 35.
Okay. All right. You, one, are not 100% sure with Vesk technology.
Fair enough.
You believe that it has a 75% chance of working as intended.
It's good enough. All right. I'm gonna head back to the bomb, and now I'm gonna set the non-tamper.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look at Denver and be like, hey, when I'm done with this,
You mean Domino?
what did I say?
Denver?
Quit having the same letter names.
I just work here, man. That's on you.
It's fucking like 7 Z's in this party. God damn it. One of them's an X. It sounds like a Z. Fucks with my brain. But yeah, I'm gonna look at Domino and be like, "Hey, once I'm done with this, no touchy at all."
I don't think you have to worry about me touching it.
Okay. All right, I'll do the final tamper test.
Okay, go ahead and roll engineering.
It wasn't a 1,
Okay.
but it was a 2
Okay, for a total.
of 18.
Okay. It has been... the protocol has been placed.
Could I have failed this?
The protocol has been placed. And you believe it has been placed properly.
We need to leave.
Um,
Oh.
you guys go ahead and head back to your ship. I'm assuming before you guys head back into the ship, you tell it to head back to the warship.
Yeah.
Okay.
As Otto
got
steps
it.
off the ship, I shut the doors in front of me. They're gonna want one of us to be there. I need to see this through.
Did you just Armageddon him?
I
think so. Wow.
Go before they catch on.
okay. Okay. Well, if you should have told me, I would have gave you. Okay. I'm just gonna like leave and just be completely conflicted. Like I don't know why.
Those of you on the bridge, you guys do... the tether did come from the front of your ship. You guys see only Otto take the rope back across to your ship.
I guess when I get back, I'll detach it.
Okay. As soon as they
Those are what I love.
as soon as they get back, you only see autocross, and then the line just goes adrift as it's been
I
detached.
probably don't see anything.
Not from the gunner seat, you do not.
Zerat will just stand up, run towards the window, and then just place his hand looking at the ship.
Oh,
Godspeed.
I guess I'll go back in the ship.
Okay.
I'll just
Domino.
keep working on repairs.
You flying this bad boy in?
Seeing it through, getting in the pilot seat and trying my best.
Go ahead and roll piloting.
Nat 20. It's a 12.
Okay.
For a total of 13.
13. Nice. You begin to fly it towards the ship.
I could stay awake just to hear you.
You guys watch the ship fly solo as the ship is now probably about 150 feet away from you. You guys see Otto come out of the bay before heading to the engineering bay.
I just turn and say it's done.
Yeah.
Great. And I turn around immediately. Then, like, don't ask any other questions.
I head back to the destroyed part of the ship and just keep repairing.
Okay.
I make sure to have my armor on, helmet, trying to hide my face as much as possible.
I guess I'll radio Denver, like, hey, let me know when the ship gets close enough to the mothership.
Okay. As you get closer and closer, Domino, you are flying the ship by yourself. What are some things that are going through Domino's brain as he is flying this ship with a extremely dangerous explosive to complete the mission that was given?
This is vengeance. This is Domino. You lost kind of his life's goal of glory fighting for the Vescarium. He kind of had this turn of events where the people he strove to prove himself to shunned him. And then we went through this ordeal, going through alternate dimensions. He kind of lost everything he worked for even there. So at least this way he can die fighting for the friends he made along the way. He can die fighting for... He could die in a way he always hoped to have died. Something that can bring meaning to his life and something that he's good at. So this is a good closure for him, if it all works out.
If it works as planned. Now, as you're flying closer and closer, you do see the same bay window open up that this plane flew out of. Shields are still active, but you can see it's beginning to open up for you. You do know of a way you can detonate the bomb yourself. As Otto told you, don't mess with it or it'll blow up. How close do you get before messing with it, or do you allow someone else to pull the trigger, if you will?
I'm going to go all the way as far as I can, because if we just wanted to blow up as soon as we got to the ship, we could have just drove the ship into the other one as soon as we got to the shields, but I want to see if they let me dock.
Okay.
And see how if somehow I can get further. We'll see what happens.
Okay. The rest of you, knowing Domino is on the ship with the explosive, how far do you let the ship get to?
I mean,
before
nobody's
blowing
told
up?
me shit.
Right.
I was in the toilet.
I'd imagine that it starts moving before I start asking. Like, it's probably halfway there before Arnold's brain is like, how is that ship moving?
Yeah. Otto, how close do you want it to be to the ship before you pull the trigger? I know I know you were saying it's as long as it's close, but are you watching to see if it's a possibility of docking, or do you have a different protocol you would like to do to call the phone? You're muted, by the way.
I told Denver to let me know when it's close, but then as I was working on the ship, I realized like, oh well, he's probably got it. And I'll wait for Denver to call me, and then I'll just tell him like, hey, let me know when it's actually inside, or if just update me. I don't want to watch it.
Okay. Denver, you've been getting the sole task of letting know when Domino's ship has gotten close to the ship, has docked, or is no longer in view. Roll a perception check for me. And are you staying within this distance, or are you wanting to move from where you are?
I think. Oh, that's a really good question. I think that's Hey, Otto, is there like a minimum safe distance on this thing, bud, that we should be observing? By the way.
Roll an engineering check.
Yes.
Real quick. Because the amount of explosives you wanted to do with it, like to destroy a planet.
Fucking Hephaestus is only extremes tonight. So a 20 plus 18, a 38.
38. You probably have to be either on Absalom or past it to be safe from this blast.
All right. Then I will, like, as everything's getting done, I'm just going to turn us to start heading home.
Yep.
Because, you know, I don't want us to all get caught up in that.
Mm-hmm. What'd you get on your perception?
It's a 27 on
27.
perception.
The last thing you're able to see before you turn the ship around is Domino ship going through the shields. About to dock.
All right.
And then you turn the ship.
All right. So, hey, everybody, I'm taking us home. Domino's ship just got through the shields. So, Otto, I think pretty much if there's something to do, now's probably that time, right?
Yeah,
We should let the fleet know as well. All of Starfinder should begin
Yeah.
retreat.
Otto, how are you planning on getting Domino back?
That was the next question I had. Is this...
I don't think Domino's coming back.
I don't know. If I wait, maybe he'll get in the escape pod. Do you see an escape pod, Denver?
That would have been a really good question for like 6 months ago, Denver. With that perception, would I have known if there was a escape pod on there or not?
No, like, did you see one come out at all? Is what
Okay.
No, you did not see any sort of eject pod.
I didn't see anything, bud. Just absolutely nothing coming out of there.
Well, just give it a few more minutes, or maybe a minute. Just don't hit thrusters yet.
Wait, Domino stayed on the ship?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he did he just tell Kali we were all dead or what?
cool. I don't. Let's not worry about it right now. We'll talk about this later. Do you see anything, Denver? Is there anything going on?
I mean, he's in the shields. I don't see anything yet, but I think we're in a now or never kind of situation, man. Like it's getting hairy, and just so we're clear, Denver isn't being heartless in this. It's very clearly. I don't think I'm communicating it properly voice wise, but it's very clearly like trying to stay not like trying to keep level emotions through this.
I'm gonna use my facial reconstruction feat to appear like really fucking beat up, like the evil Domino just kicked the shit out of me. And then I'm gonna hail simultaneously the ship that we just sent in and Empress Kali.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, Otto, before I do it, Otto, I'm gonna see if he's still on the ship, so you know what's going on. But I'm gonna make it so like whatever hailing video is just me. There's no one else behind me, and I'm gonna say everybody shh.
Domino, with everything that I've described to you in the scene before you, you see a incoming hail from the 3 rules and from an unknown ship code, like a group call. You have officially landed.
I'm playing it cool.
Okay.
When they come to board the ship I'm on, I'll be next to the bomb.
Okay.
I'm gonna have my attack flash ready for that extra reach in case I need to go. But until then, I'm gonna play it cool until they really get close to the bomb.
After you land, they open up the bay doors and immediately start charging towards you. Few of them have laser weapons like pistols. Some of them have... Everyone that is melee has a Dashko. The call is still ringing as they're beginning to board your ship.
I'm going to yell at them to stop in my best old Domino voice. See if that has any effect.
Roll a bluff.
Stop charging. Or what was it? Halt. That's 10.
Does not seem to stop their advances.
Hiding behind. I pull out my riot shield, hide behind it. As I keep trying to yell, halt, trying to get these people to just slow down, and maybe it's not an attack. Maybe they're just in a hurry to offload this payload. I'm gonna say it's the drift. It's the drift engine.
You hear clapping as Empress Kali walks onto the ship. Well, you know, I almost believed you. Almost. But then you just didn't answer your comm.
Other Domino shattered it with his entropy. What am I to do?
You can step away from whatever that is.
I'll whip it. Whip it good.
As you guys wait for the call, everyone is on the helm, frantically looking for anything of an escape pod or anything. You guys just see a implosion as just all of the Vest ships, sort of the single one that he flew into, just explodes and it would just cause a rippling effect of the other Vesk warships. So it's just and then the call ends as there's nothing to connect to.
As the ships are exploding, can I react to that?
Yeah, absolutely. It is happening now.
All right. I think so. There's the like starship combat action of flip and burn.
Mm-hmm.
That is to like just kind of go forward a little bit and then spin a full 180, and then continue back the other way. Do you want me to roll for that?
Absolutely.
Since we're not in combat. Okay, just making sure.
You take a -2.
And a -2.
You are very emotional, not thinking at the top of your game.
All right. I am going to get this for you. It's going to be in the Discord as
Okay.
So, because I feel like this is important, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Where is the thing? There it is. So, I just posted it in there. That's without the minuses.
I did not.
Right, so I rolled a 29.
Okay.
With the -2, that's a 27.
Mhm.
DC for flip and burn is 27.
You flip and burn barely. It is very rough. You're able to succeed on the flip and burn and just hightail it to Absalom, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
Okay.
like we're just flipping it around
Full
and
speed.
flying home. Yep.
You could see that the different tools at your disposal between radar and drift course and stuff like that is beginning to go on the fritz as you are currently outrunning some highly radioactive blast rippling from the bomb that went off. But you're able to make it to the Absalom Station headquarters. But in your flip and burn, you notice a ship didn't make it behind you. They were caught up in the blast. So, you're able to, unless anyone else like anything they have to do before landing, you're able to make it back to the station and land.
Can I stabilize with a resolve point?
If there were pieces of you to stabilize, you could, absolutely.
Oh, I should have given you my Phoenix amulet.
Yeah, that was a goof.
That would have,
As he revives in space, and he's like,
I would-
Even better, your
I
dagger.
have environmental protections with my black art.
We have Blackheart. He would
Exactly.
have survived. Actually.
He would have been okay. We could have gone back and gotten him. Oh,
Wow, just sitting there with an extra life.
Alright.
I forgot about it
Bummer.
until just
Denver,
now.
as
Marty over here flying our ship.
Denver, as you
probably
flip and
would've-
burn,
Plus one, not sharing.
Denver, as you flip and burn, something sort of smacks you in the face as you look as the amulet, the sort of smacks and falls on your chest once again.
Oh man, that better not scar Denver for the rest of their life.
I was deep into my character sheet trying to find a way to say dumb. I had a hint. Thought I had-
I'm over here thinking, I'm like, let's see, what do I got? Well, I can fly. I got a knife that makes me go in and out of being with ghosts.
Oh, you know
I'm
what?
So, yeah, he
I
could
dang-
have just flipped into a different ghost.
Yeah,
So,
you dampen it. You're
Yeah,
fine.
you're right. You know what?
I take 500 million damage.
Is there anything anyone would like to do before landing on Absalom? Okay. It is a very quiet drive back. The only thing you can hear are sensors that are warning you of the radiation outside of your ship. The only other sound is the echo that can be heard from Otto fixing part of the ship on the opposite side of the ship. But you guys can all hear the sound of metal being fixed with hammer, and that is the only thing that you all can hear as you guys are flying, hightailing back to Absalom. You guys are able to land, and when you land, there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people at the landing bay cheering. You guys have made it back.
Before I exit the ship, I inform Thrawn of what happened.
How does Thrawn react to that?
He too searches his knowledge and frantically calls Ferrix and tries to come up with some miracle to get Domino off of that ship. We know that certain ways of, time and space, and we can manipulate these things, and for as long as Domino is flying that ship, they're trying to figure it out, but in the middle of all of that, the ship explodes and they just stop, jaws dropped. And then you can cut to Thrawn filling out the paperwork for whatever the highest medal is for Starfinder, with Domino Turikesh at the top.
As we land, because I'm assuming as we're coming in, like we can just see, like, before we even landed, just all these people,
hundreds, if not thousands.
As soon as we've made like that solid landing, right? Like we're home, we're safe, it's over, as far as Denver knows, right? Just the head and hands, just like now feeling those emotions. Just, I'm not gonna say like uncontrollably weeping,
Right.
but heavily.
Right, for sure.
I just realized the secret of the gap just died with Domino.
The one person that knew the secret of the gap no longer.
Or at least Galorian.
Yeah, that's fair. As you guys are landing and processing, you hear a bang on the side of your ship, as if someone's trying to have you guys open up.
It's Domino cling to the other side.
Got me.
That was
Since I'm probably right in front of the door, just trying to fix this shit, I'll just kind of like beep. I'm not even gonna look. I'm just gonna hit the open button. Tool still in hand.
You see, as they pass by you, what look like bare feet, look like vines.
I said bare feet, and I thought Ted.
Same.
And Patra feet, all just storming towards the...
Oh shit! I draw all of my weapons at the same time at Kali, not knowing that there's two of them.
The rest of you guys on the helm, you guys see before you Kali, Sunny, and Ted.
When did Ted get out of jail?
If you do know, if you recall, Ted is actually, in this timeline, Ted is actually still part of Starfinder.
Oh, yeah.
But the three of them run up, excited, happy. And they immediately concerned as they see Arnold aiming a weapon at Kali. Hey, what's did you see Kali sort of like step back? Everything good?
I don't know. Are you still a spy?
Did you survive?
Yes, I survived. What?
And I will immediately realize the timey-wimey bullshit and sheepishly, like, put my weapons away.
Uh, where's Domino? Sunny says as she steps up.
Denver's just gonna look at Otto.
Otto is in the bays fixing something.
True. I'm gonna point out the door to Otto.
Domino took it upon himself to take our chances of survival from around 60% to effectively 100%. But in doing so, he sacrificed himself. He was on the ship that delivered the payload.
He may have
think-
been a Vesk, but that was exactly what Sheeran would have done in that situation.
I think that what he did was probably worth about, I'd say probably like 2,000 Vesk points.
All of them.
Yeah.
As you guys haven't heard in quite some time, you hear Sunny just screech at the top of her lungs. So much so that there are very small cracks that begin to form on some of the instruments inside of the ship.
God damn it! I have to fix this.
And then you sort of see her, like, deep breathing. And as she was at her, like, taller form where she can extend out to become a normal height, she just sort of shrinks down to her normal form. And Kali sort of just picks her up and places her on her shoulder. I didn't trust Vesk, but I trusted Domino. Ted sort of nods. We didn't do many missions, but the one we did do, Domino at least made a plan.
I mean, I know I played it pretty fast and loose with y'all's lives, writing big checks that we maybe couldn't have cashed, but I always felt a little bit better knowing that Domino was there to bail it out if I, wrote a little too big or popped off in a way that I probably shouldn't have, so.
Sunny
Hell
looks
yeah.
over with a small smile on her face. Might want to start writing littler checks. Doesn't look like the one who could cash him isn't here anymore.
I cashed most of them.
Yeah. And she looks at Kali. I need a drink.
Yes, I unfortunately didn't know this Domino as well as some of you, but I think in my experience, the only way to honor a sacrifice as great as this is to celebrate as if you were Domino.
Everybody in bed by 10, no drinking, no drugs. All right, got it.
Everybody go buy a Dashko, okay?
A few moments later, Lieutenant Chris walks up to you guys onto the ship. Otto, she taps you on the shoulder and tells you to follow.
I was just gonna very subtly shrug and just kind of follow.
Today we lost 643 members of Starfinder. Each one of them important. to one person or another. We have take your time. And if you feel like retiring, you're more than welcome to. And Starfinder will support that. Continue to pay for ship upkeep or anything of that nature. But we have it on good authority. We know what happened in the gap. And, well, your guys' ship is the only thing that could possibly stop it from happening. Take your time. I know you had a great loss. Absolutely no rush. It's on our timetable. It's on your timetable. But you will be the only ones able to explore. Answer to only Thrawn, myself, and your captain. Truly set your eyes on something more than just the stars. Adventuring, exploring. If you like to do that, when you feel is right, come by. And she will go ahead and give each of you a medal. As far as I'm aware, there are probably a good another 600-700 folks that report to this chapter of, but none of them have been what you went through. The amount of loss that you guys went through today and survived, I can only imagine. That being said, each of you have been given this medal. For any reason, for any time you're within the packed worlds, you have a place to eat, sleep, rest, refuel at absolutely no charge. For you guys, weapons, 25% of market value. Again, if you feel comfortable accepting another mission down the line, please speak to me or Thrawn, and we'd be happy to get you guys started. She disembarks the ship. Now, as an epilogue for the show, we're going to go person by person and sort of how they are feeling, what they've experienced over the course of the show, and then if they accept that next adventure or what their next big plans are. We'll go ahead and start with Zurat.
So, Zurat will head towards his room, but on the way there, stop by Domino's. Head inside, grab an old Dashko. Head towards the Starfinder base and hand in his explorer's badge and just head home, seeking or setting out what he meant to do was just to go out there, learn everything he can, bring it back home. He tells everyone of his journeys with his team, what they accomplished. Triune, Hellway Dan guided him through time, bringing him back home, and finally just sharing everyone the languages of Abyssal, Raxolite, Celestial, Infernal, Castrovellian, Elven, Aslanti, Vlachen, Yusoki, Triaxian, Aklo, Orc, Orbian, Dwarven, Terran, Eoxian, and finally, Vesk.
As you're going over the portion of teaching Vest on a certain day, you see a familiar sight that you haven't seen in a very long time since you had that vision when you guys first jumped of a single glowing outline. You see it once more, except it has a dashko before it stops, turns, and then sort of fades. But it's in the exact same scene that you saw, but the only slight difference was the dashko. Travis, you're going to have a two-parter. You're going to have Thrawn and a little bit of Arnold. You're up.
Yeah. Thrawn is the easier one to go over. He spent more time with Domino.
Sure.
And there's an air of expectation. Domino was always dedicated and driven, and so when Thrawn heard of what was going on, it was not unexpected. But again, Thrawn was really trying to find a way to save Domino at the last minute, and just wasn't able to. Right, so there's this scene of like looking up and pure regret and terror, and I didn't do it. I didn't do right by my crew. I think Thrawn would never have felt like he wasn't the captain of the Three Rules, even if he was behind a desk. So I think the moving forward, it was more so taking it upon himself to use this new role in his bureaucratic position to make sure that Domino's name could never be tarnished, because our entire journey started out because that's exactly what was happening. His name was being tarnished. He was being thrown under the bus, and we all knew that wasn't true. And so as many awards I could name after, wings of buildings, like whatever it is, Thrawn would throw his bureaucratic power behind that. Arnold, on the other hand, I think you can sort of cut to a scene of me in my own quarters on the Three Rules. Sort of respectful of Domino, but also regretful. The courageous act that Domino took, Arnold can never take. And for those of you that are unfamiliar with the system, the race that Arnold is, when you die, you go back to this like mother forge and are sort of reborn into the same society and existence that you were before. So if Arnold were to make that ultimate sacrifice, it means that he has to go back to being somebody else's property and a gladiator, and it's something that he fears almost more than death. Like an existence, depending on your belief, an existence of nothingness or bliss is better than an existence of going back to where Arnold came from. So there's a lot of thinking that goes along with that scene.
In your time with Thrawn of trying to make sure that Domino's name was kept and untarnished, they ended up building in one of the glass domes that cover Absalom Station. It's heavily forested, but they have now a monument to all of the individuals who lost their lives in that battle to save Absalom Station and the Pact Worlds. But amongst the names, a statue of Domino reigns there. And in the base of the statue, the same medal that the rest of you guys were awarded is engraved inside of that statue. Denver.
All right, so once all of the excitement, I guess you could say, from the Armada battle and everything is kind of winding down for the day, Denver goes and finds Otto. Because, I mean, they're kind of almost attached at the hip, despite whether or not one of them likes it or not.
I'm just, you just find me in the engine room. I'm just writing a letter, like old-fashioned letter.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, bud. Wild day.
Yep.
You good?
Yeah. Just realized I haven't seen my parents, or if they're even alive in this universe, so I'm going to mail them this medal so that way they can be proud of something. And then I was going to come to you and see what we were doing next.
All right, so how about you save yourself some postage?
Okay.
Let's go find them.
What about yours?
Oh, my dad's out there somewhere. I've spent way too much time with my mom this year already, so like, we'll go find my dad. That's fine. But I mean, you've been out here following my ass around for God knows how long. All right. Let's flip that a little bit. If you want to go find your parents, I'm down. All right.
I just
Follow
wanna
you
warn
around for a while for a change.
My mom is going to be pissed. My best friend's a tiefling. Just putting that out there now.
I mean, we'll cross that bridge, but
But she will love you.
yeah, moms always do. It's a thing. But then, like, down the line, through some just wandering through the galaxy, like through the Pact Worlds for a little bit, really not having a plan, doing whatever. I think eventually Denver finds their way back to Starfinder, and be that with Otto or not, Denver's a pilot and a damn good one, and their racing days are over. That kind of glory doesn't scratch that itch anymore, right?
Mhm.
So it's now much more of a slight jealousy of Domino, in the way of like, damn, now that's a legacy. Like, you went out saving people and people remember who the hell you are. And it kind of leads to this existential moment for Denver of like, so what am I going to do with mine? Right? How am I going to make my impact? And that brings them back around to flying for Starfinder. Hopefully, if they can manage it, to get back on the same kind of crew with Arnold, if he's still captaining.
Yeah, I meant to ask Arnold, do you go and accept the mission that was given to you?
Yeah. This is my life now.
Okay.
Whether or not I take on a first mate is the real question.
That's fair. Denver,
Oh,
do you
and-
go to the mission that was specifically offered to you in the 3 rules? Or do you just take whatever and anything else that's maybe not as specialized?
I'm going to go back to the 3 rules.
Because during
And-
that time, you guys went to go look for Otto's parents and whatnot, and just sort of cruising. Unfortunately, you guys would not be able to man the 3 rules with a smaller crew than what you guys had originally. So while you're doing this, the 3 rules is not seeing travel time. It is been put under watch by a certain individual and higher ups of only certain people are allowed to be on that plane. It does gain some dust while it's not being used, but you go back and you accept it's a job of working with Starfinder.
And in the like downtimes for traveling and all that kind of stuff, I would think Denver would start doing some reading again and trying to get some of that knowledge back that they had traded.
Sure.
I don't think they'll ever be just as encyclopedic as they were at one point.
Mm-hmm.
But just, they traded a big part of them away to come back.
And when you sort of, as you're reading and getting this knowledge back, out of corner of your eye, from time to time again in different mirrors, you swear you see half a mask when you start reading about it. Nothing more. But you have shared knowledge.
All right. Yeah, and that's what Denver's up to for the foreseeable.
Last but not least, Otto. I know you're going and space traveling with Denver for a bit. What does Otto think back for the last multiple months and beyond traveling with Denver for a little bit on some sightseeing? What does Otto have in mind, and do they go back to Starfinder?
Well, I mean, Otto's main problem is sitting still.
Mm-hmm.
So
Fair.
I'm sure probably what a good portion of like, hey, maybe we should go to Starfinder is when we start wandering, and probably when Denver's like, hey man, let's go find ourselves, and like we go do some stuff, and I'm just like, hey bud, I'm bored as fuck.
I'm glad you said something I kind of been too.
We gotta we either gotta go back to Starfinder, join some mercenary group. I don't even care if it's a bar fight at this point. I need some fucking adrenaline.
All right, but on the way back to Absalom, can we go see Gerard one time?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So I'm gonna send Gerard a text that's just like, we're coming to you, no questions asked. Try to make it sound as cryptic as possible.
You don't get a reply back, only just a ping of their location.
Aw. Found him.
Awesome. I would say we should bring all of his kids gifts, but I definitely don't think we have that kind of money.
I don't think we do either. So the gift is a crisp high five for every single one of them that you have to dole out, because I don't think I can handle that.
I'll make a robot.
All right. It's the high five robot. Yes.
Anything else?
No, I'll probably just follow Denver around until we're either old or dead. Probably dead.
Probably.
That breaks my heart for Otto, honestly.
The three of you are met with a couple of other individuals. It is in a familiar room. It's in the exact same room where you guys got your first briefing for the three rules. Went by a different name at that point. But you happen to take the same seats as you guys did the first time. Weirdly enough, Arnold is in Theron's chair. Ted makes an appearance, sits down next to you guys. Sunny and Kali also sit down next to you guys. And the whole room goes dark mode. Comlinks begin to turn off. And on the screen in front of you, you see a name you haven't seen in quite some time. Domino. It's a text message to Ferrix. Galarian. it was a meteor. And Ferrix walks into the room. And that is where we will go ahead and end our season and end our series for We Run the Stars. Thank you. It was a wild ride. I was looking at it earlier, and we were at a year and 3 weeks for a runtime for this show.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a hell of a time. 47 episodes at 3 hours apiece.
That's some content.
It is quite the time, quite the adventure. Some multiple people coming through. I'm going to go around the table. Each person, I would like you to introduce yourselves real quick. Doesn't have to be just content, but just introduce yourself, who you are. It's a little late for that, Frostbite. I can go ahead and refund that if you would like. He redeemed the Create Starfinder mission.
Oh.
Roll.
But go around real quick. I know we're running over, but I want to make sure we had a crisp wrap up for the series. But a little bit who you are, what you do, how long you play tabletop. I don't care. Just a little bit about yourself. And then we will go ahead and sign off for that. We'll have a 2-week hiatus from any of our named shows, whether it's Rerun the Night or Rerun the Stars. There will be some tabletop content on here. I just don't know what it will be yet or who will be here. But just a heads up for you guys at home, there will be content here still on Thursday. It just will not be for one or the other quite yet. But Travis, if you want to go ahead, tell them who'd you play, what you liked about it, and how you felt about the whole arc as in general. You don't have to suck up. I know it was great, but what you thought about it.
Wow.
Oh, hey everybody, I am Travis. I played Thrawn and then eventually Arnold. I felt like I didn't get enough time with Arnold, but such is life. When you switch characters, that laid into a campaign. But I appreciate the character development that was there. I love Starfinder for the crew dynamic. It's so easy to RP with one another when you're kind of stuck in the middle of space on a spaceship and traveling through dimensions. So I appreciate everybody here for, building their characters and fleshing them out. That is one of my favorite parts of this game. You can find me analyzing esports on Twitch and YouTube at Stonefeld Analyzes. But I appreciate everybody here. And Bruce specifically, shout out to you for putting together a great story.
Hey, thanks. I appreciate it. Next up, we have Ian.
Hi, I'm Ian. Also Ian Flux, and I'm a streamer. That's what I do. I play a lot of games with Bruce. So you can find me twitch.tv/IanFlux, also over on YouTube. But primarily, I've just been playing games with Bruce, right? Back in the Mod 20 days, that's how he and I met. And we've just been playing tabletop stuff together pretty much ever since.
Yeah.
So it's been awesome. This campaign was a lot of fun. I didn't realize that it had been a little bit over a year of playing Denver. I'm nervous going into our next one because you get so ingrained in a character, like you get so comfortable in a character that like building the new one and playing the new one just is a little bit daunting. But I'm super ready for it, and just echoing that Travis just said. Thank you so much, Bruce, for the time and the effort and everything that you put into running this radical game for us. And I'm excited to catch y'all in the next one.
Hey, thanks. Donnie, our rules master extraordinaire.
The rules master. Second to the GM. Yeah. I let Josh GM this game because, he's my brother-in-law, and I enjoy a little bit of nepotism. I don't have any kind of streaming presence or anything like that. I'm just a normal person with a normal job, and I tried the streaming thing for a bit. Maybe I will when I have more time. 15 to 20 years from now.
True.
But I love Starfinder. It's probably I don't have too much experience with tabletop games beyond theory. I like to read the rules of games, and I just kind of like, man, this would be fun to play if I had anyone to play it with, or had the time. But I really do like Starfinder because it's got that crunch, and I like science fiction, fantasy. Star Wars is one of my favorite universes. Star Trek, all that stuff, and Starfinder being there is great. I look forward to even playing like other Paizo games. I like how crunchy those systems are, but I enjoyed this campaign just playing a character I'd never really had a chance to play before, which is just a character that's not me. I'm not a domino type that is intimidating, confronting, etc. So I had a lot of fun.
Cool. Matt.
Hey, that's me. My name is Matt. I played Zerat for this campaign. Kind of typical for what I do with RPGs. Some type of spellcaster, usually utility healer, just because, I like to feel important, let other people shine. Starfinder definitely let me do that. I'm not a streamer or a YouTuber or anything like that. I'm a dad first, gamer second, and I think I've been playing. Actually, Josh got me into tabletop games, I think 10 years ago now, around 2012 when I played my first game of D&D 3.5, so...
Oh, that's 10 years ago.
3.5 is a wild time.
It's a good time to be alive. Anything particularly you enjoyed about the system or the campaign that you really enjoyed about it?
Just the opportunity for exploration. That was one of my main reasons of choosing Wei Dan instead of the normal Sheeran god, because he was the deity of exploration. So, didn't expect to go into completely new solar systems. I was fresh going into Paizo games in general, so I don't even really know too much about Pathfinder. I played one session of Pathfinder where my wizard got killed by a dire bear in the first session, so I didn't get to explore that too much. But just seeing just what different types of planets are out there too. So it's cool to do that, and then the space combat, space exploration, the drift, all that the kind of lore stuff surrounding that was pretty cool as well.
Good. I'm glad you could also enjoy, not only exploring space but also time. I'm glad you could enjoy that. And last but not least, JJ.
I just enjoy playing with you guys, to be honest. I'm mostly just a Shadowrun fanboy, so I'm super stoked to go back. But the space was fun. We still went to dungeons.
There was a dungeon.
There was a dungeon and a dragon.
That I
you're
goofed.
not wrong.
That was my bad.
Character did get cursed.
No, they just
Two
became friends
characters.
with Denver. That's fine.
That was character generous.
That's fair.
If we just play weird buddy characters like in every game,
It's
somehow,
pretty true
some way.
between Mason and Konami, and then
I think it started with Mason and Konami, and we just carried it over.
It really kind of.
I enjoy it though nonetheless.
It's a fun
Um,
dynamic.
how did you? Because I know Auto is not your typical play style. How did you feel about playing something I feel like was pretty outside of your wheelhouse for it?
I just realized my previous characters were just too aggressive. It started with Mason being like, I'm the face, I'm not the Street Sam. Ended up kind of becoming a Street Sam anyways. But yeah, so then with auto, I really felt I had to really dial it back. So I was like, you get a sniper, that's it, and you got fixed ship. I was really hoping to like use more of like the engineering shit like in combat, but it never really felt
A good opportunity for it.
like a good opportunity because I got like a bunch of stuff to like when shit hits the fan, but it really just we took care of it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Real quick, I do want to shout out some of our players that we had in the past. We won't do necessarily any like streams or anything like that, but Hannah, who was with us for a good portion of it, playing Kali, who was not a spy, I can confirm. With no spy.
We still don't believe it.
I mean, that's fair.
No, that's not.
Can't
true.
That's
confirm.
how you know she was good at the character.
Dang, God.
We still don't know.
I'm just happy that was the last face she saw before she blew up.
True.
You should have called her a spy as you blew everything up.
You are a spy.
I knew it.
Laura, who played Sunny for a good portion of it as well. Our little Raxlite Solarian. Drew, who has been with us for the whole show, between Ferrix and good old Johnny. Johnny Nova. And then Nate, who played Ted for a bit with us at the very beginning. And last but not least, Olivia with playing some Freedom 11. So we had a great cast overall with one person or other. Cannot thank you guys enough for joining me week after week for way too many weeks. I say that, but I would absolutely do this again in a heartbeat. But thank you guys.
55 to be exact.
I think it was actually more than that.
These 55 weeks worth of episodes. To be
Yeah,
exact.
yeah, that's fair. But thank you guys. I know not only you guys take the time to build your characters. I know I'm pretty laid back when it comes to character stuff, but I also know you guys put in a ton of work with backstories and integrating characters into it. So thank you guys for putting all that hard work into this session, or this season, I should say. I'm very excited for what's going on with the next chapter of the show. That being said, chat, what is that? August 6th, 6 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will have a live show at Gen Con. We're hopefully going to have everything set up for it to be able to stream it as well, but we're at the mercy of the Wi-Fi at the convention center. So hoping that it will work, but we will see. That being said, if not, it will be recorded and it will be uploaded up on YouTube on that following Monday. And then we will be back to our normal Thursday 9 p.m. slot on that 11th of August. But we will be going back to some Shadowrun and diving into a whole new set of characters. I'm excited for the first week of doing intros. Hopefully at the live show, someone messes up and uses their Starfinder name. That's what I'm excited for.
Do we want to take bets on who's going to do it?
I think it's going to be you, and I think you're going to use your old voice, and it's going to be awesome.
I think that's
But guys, thank you guys so much for coming hang out. If you guys are going to be at Gen Con, please make sure to say something in the Discord, because we will be. I know I will be there. Ian, I know, is going to be there for multiple days. I think JJ's going to be there for multiple days. Otherwise, come see us at the live show. It's going to be a very good time. It is free to come watch. Once we get a room number and information like that, I will go ahead and put that in the Discord as well to share.
if you come out to Gen Con and you find me and give me a high five, I'll tweet about you.
It's true.
I'll just, because that'd be really cool. That would kind of make my day. Not because that's any sort of like big accomplishment to have me tweet about you, but just because you'd be kind of making me feel cool. So do that.
They also never said it was gonna be a good tweet about you, so just be mindful.
Be like so and so who just came and high fived me sucks.
Yeah,
6 out of 10 high five.
exactly.
6 out of 10. You know what? No,
It's gonna be a high five rates. Oh jeez.
Yeah. I'm gonna if you come and be like, oh whoa, like you're the guys from We Were on the Stars, and give me a high five, I will tweet about how effective your high five was.
That's
on a scale of 1 to 10.
That's rough. But guys, thank you guys so much again. Sorry for when so late, but I wanted to make sure it was a clean wrap up because we've had other shows where it just sort of ended. I wanted to make sure that we gave a proper send off to everyone here. So guys, thank you so much again for coming by. New merch down below. Matt, if you could type the merch exclamation point. This will be uploaded to the podcasts on Monday after it is uploaded to YouTube. Thank you guys again, and I will see you guys next time. We're going to go ahead and raid over to the Aussie Tags. I'll go and show him some love, and we'll see you guys in August. Have a good one, guys.